It's so crazy, people so lazy, truly amaze me, but don't even faze thee. You sit there at the table, perfectly able, create your own destiny, be your own chef and see, create the right recipe, use whatever's best in thee. Timing is everything, possibly only thing dynasties made like me, put suffering into blank. Invest in yourself, you, no one else. Remember that the stress reminds us that we're blessed. Good morning, and welcome to the Righteous Teacher Show. Thank you for tuning in. For the next couple of minutes, we hope you receive something more valuable than silver and gold, and that is knowledge and wisdom. My goal is to inform you and inspire you to new thought and motivation, inspiration and aspiration techniques, to open up eyes and hopefully spark intrigue. My hope is that with this knowledge, you can transcend your current conditions. Today's topic is fast to receive your blessings faster. Fast to receive your blessings faster. And as always, I'm your host, Rated R. Remember the name and you'll go far, the righteous one. Because the more you know, the more you grow. Fast to receive your blessings faster. Fasting changes us, literally and figuratively. Answers flow when your character shows, when you're a little hungry. Some people, when they get a little hungry, they get a little moody, and they call it hangry now, right? Ancient soldiers were sometimes depleted of food so that they would have that little hanger before they went into battle. But what fasting does is it actually makes you look better, feel better, and think better. Look better, feel better, and think better. A number of studies show that intermittent fasting has numerous health benefits. Weight loss, lower blood pressure, and reduced cholesterol. And that's according to medicalnewstoday.com. Also, some of the health benefits are detoxification, faster healing, radiant skin, secretion of growth and anti-aging hormones. That's organicfacts.net. Right, there's a number of athletes that are now going plant-based and are also fasting in order to recover better and quicker. Right, the science is just out there. Eating better, eating more vegetables in your diet is healthier, but that's nothing new. There's not a country in the world that doesn't know that if you eat more vegetables and fruits, you're not going to be healthier. We've known that for a very long time. But fasting, going a certain amount of time without eating, has tremendous benefits. Fasting is like Drano for humans, right? When you eat too much food, it clogs people up, especially if you eat the food that we are eating, the greasy, hormone-filled stuff that we are eating now. It is doing some things to the body. I remember we used to say back in the day, what the heck are they putting in the chicken? The children are gigantic. Well, fine. Turns out that they were actually putting growth hormones in the chicken, and in response, the children were growing. Right? But fasting is like Drano for humans. It clears out and unclogs all those impurities. Right? Also, the thing about fasting is that God can't get anything through you if you are all bloated, if you are all overindulged, right? How can you help anybody when you can't stand up or stand yourself? Literally. Right? There's that saying, if you can't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But if you can't even stand, how can you help anybody? How can you fix anyone when your own vessel is a mess? How can you bless when you yourself is overindulged? Right? God wants to accomplish some great works. He has all this love, mercy, grace, and wisdom that he wants to pass through you. But you're a clogged up pipe. You're overindulgent. You're sitting eating pizzas every night. It's like God has this 50,000 gallon tank of love, mercy, and wisdom that he wants to pour through you, and you're a clogged up half-inch PVC pipe. Hardly anything can get through it. Well, see, fasting opens up you to give and receive mercy, grace, and wisdom. It accelerates your path and visions so that you can receive your dreams. It makes you look better, it makes you feel better, and it makes you think better. And I'm going to go ahead and read a section out of the good book, Romans 14:23 in the New Living Translation. If you have doubts about whether or not you should eat something, you are sinning if you go ahead and do it, because you're not following your own convictions. If you do anything you believe is not right, and then you do it anyway, you're sinning. Right? Fasting does not move God. He is steadfast and constant, but fasting increases your own spiritual capacity. To humble yourself is to offer deference, to make yourself lowly. There's no arrogance. It strips away all haughtiness from the equation. One thing that you'll notice is that when you go to someone on the street that is hungry, all of that arrogance and haughtiness and indifference is gone. They're very sincere. They're not playing around. They're not playing any games. Right? But you have to lower yourself in any means if you're actually trying to learn something. And if you have a serious question and you want to pose it to God, try fasting. Fasting breaks down bad habits and spiritual bonding. Sometimes fasting, and I'm referring to fasting in food in this episode, but you can fast from a lot of things: video games, Instagram, the news. Right? You can depart from a lot of things that will help you change your perspective. Now, they won't make you look better, feel better, and think better like fasting from food will. But at least you'll have some sort of clarity, right? I fast every Friday. Friday's my fast day. So I eat one meal and then I go 24 hours before I eat another meal again. And what I always tend to do is I ask a question. I ask a question to God. And without a doubt, he always gives me an answer. It's uncanny. There's always an answer. Fasting brings godly intimacy. Now, when you mix prayer with fasting, that's kind of supercharging it. And this is from Daniel 9:3 in the New Living Translation. So I turned to God and pleaded with him in prayer and fasting. See, there's always a combination. If you remember, I spoke of David when his child was dying. He lied on the ground and he prayed and he fasted. Right? No distractions in the mind when the body is under control. One thing I'll tell you is when I started fasting on Fridays, that first time that I did it, I was like afraid. Like everything on my body kind of hurt. I didn't really sleep well that night. I don't know what the whole concern was about, but I was afraid. I got through it though. And now it's not a problem. Here's another part of the scriptures from the good book, Proverbs 23 of the New Living Translations, sections 20 through 21. Do not carouse with drunkards or feast with gluttons, for they are on their way to poverty. And the reason that they're moving in that direction of poverty, of not having, is because they don't have control over your own bodies. When you're eating all the time to feel better, when you're eating all the time to cover up hurt, when you're eating all the time to cover up pain, you don't have control over your body. If you're drinking, we all know what drinking does to people. They don't have control over themselves. Right? God did not create you so that you could overeat to cover up problems, so that you could eat to feel better. Your hunger was created so that you would actually get up and move. Right? You have to get up and move in order to eat. And when you actually mix that fasting with a prayer, because prayer is an earthly license for heavenly interference. When you pray up, you're saying, I need help with this. I need you to answer a question for me. This is something that's way beyond what I can deal with at this moment, and I need your help. And prayer is a petition. And if you looked at what petition, I taught history for a while. Petition is an appeal or a demand on a government authority based on constitutional right. Right? Petition is an appeal or a demand on a government authority based on constitutional right. You have a right to pray. You have a right to pray. Ask God when things aren't clear. Ask him all the time. Your flesh is a gift. And it can also be a curse if it takes over you. In the good book, it says, turn your flesh into your slave. Get control of yourself. Get control of your body. Get control of it so that he can actually utilize you to participate in good works. Do not allow your flesh to dominate you. If there is something that you want, or if there's something that you want answer to, pray and fast for it. It's a guarantee that it will come to you, because the pathway is clear. All right. Well, that is it for today. Fast to receive your blessings faster. I hope this information was beneficial and can help you. I hope maybe some of you out there will actually join me in having Fasting Fridays so that you can get a little bit better look. You can feel a little bit better. You can think a little bit better. Once again, this is Rated R. Remember the name and you'll go far. And of course, the more you know, the more you grow. Peace, love, and blessings. Came in the game late but right on time. The ship was kind of skewed, so I need to realign. Fate of the people through the word spoke. Those with clear minds and those with the smoke. May the best teach the rest. Like Dubois, never let negativity manifest. You're a star in every sense that matters. We change by shattering the chains that bind us. Put the bull behind us. There's rules to this game, and podcasts are the same. Put the whack is the shame. Were we all made the same? Special cloth is all I see and want in my company. Living lovely is the key. It's really nice changing up the scenery. Thank you again for listening to The Righteous Teacher Show, hosted by Rated R. Remember the name and you'll go far. The more you know, the more you grow. Peace, love, and blessings.